I checked just now what the word valedictory means. I was told it means goodbye. So goodbye. That's the address.
as it strengthens the unity of our people and the unity of our purpose for this country. As your people, we call on you for same shalom, combination peace, shalom, combination peace, unity. And this celebration is to call for the goodness and the compassion for each other. The different grace, especially to be better than years. God, in the book of 2 Chronicles, my people who are called by forgive our sins, and you will heal our land. And you will forgive our sins, and you will heal our land. We hear the men as we hear the cries as we know that all the efforts as we know
Present a statement say NEC. National Executive Committee present a statement. Kodwa ezakuvulelwa i-revolutionary song.
Si watana e wana mabutu si supana keri magoga mina moretito c'est Africa ka ba ba ina mafatso matsatsa bana singarito matsatsa bana di tiro tsa o kile wa botsepegi go le mashogo tsegefo motsatsa ja ka letsogo ka nako ya COVID-19 tlola matlere wa pota le kafa mano malgolo le go sireletsa South Africa o ka kapa o tshimega ga setla o sita leso botshela baraka ba sepela ke tena ka tsa tholo Ramaphosa tsara thata se re go utlwa matla le lefufa la balaka la tsegi mosimane re mana tswene makori simaleke setso mo bokoni bo prima bo jana Pula! Renela Ramaphosa tla go Tago!
And oh, young lion. Amanda. Bagaetso ke ema mo go le dumedisa ke ka go le dumedise modula stulo wa African National Congress o tsamaisang tiro ya gompieno ke dumedise Re Paul Mashatile, Deputy President, Ke dumedise le go leboga modulasetulo wa province ya rona Re Comrade Nono Maloi for tiro entle e ya go bankanya gore re be mo provinceng e ya bophirima beke e fela yona a entse tiro entle gagolo re ba shapeleng matsogo ba siena ke dumedi ya rona nyalane mmu wa mona wa ba tla ba khafela re re khosi re a go dumedisa le bohle ba o sebetsang le bona. I greet officials and members of the ANC National Executive Committee, leadership of COSATU, the SACP, and I also extend my greetings to representatives of the ANC Veterans League, the ANC Women's, the ANC, and representatives Umkhonto. I also extend greetings to the veterans of political parties who are here present. Here this morning, I spoke to the president of ZANU, his greeting and greet members of the who are diplomatic corps, our traditional leaders, and more broadly, commissionary greetings, as well as best wishes for the year of the African National Congress. By direction and instructions of the National Executive Committee, I have the pleasure to present this January 8th statement 26 on behalf by the National Chairperson. We gather here in the heartland of Moses Kotane local municipality. Re leboga go ba mona ha re keteka letsatsi la tswalo re kgobagane mona Moruleng mo bogareng jwa masepala wa selegae wa Moses Kotane mo provinceng ena ya Bokone Bophirima. Re tlo keteka ngwaga wa 114 years ya go tlhongwa ga ANC. On this historic occasion, we pay tribute to the warriors, the founders and the freedom fighters who made supreme sacrifices during the long journey to freedom and democracy. We focus particularly on those who emerged from our host province. We are a movement that is well endowed with incredible leadership from across the length and the breadth of our country. And today, as we are here in Northwest, we remember the leadership of the African National Congress and our movement that emerged from this province and struggled for our freedom. We salute our warrior kings, our queens and chiefs who opposed colonialism and apartheid and the Bantustan system. We urge present-day traditional leaders across the length and the breadth of our country to emulate the example of service and loyalty to the people demonstrated by those outstanding royal patriots. We also pay tribute to the founders and builders of our movement who came from or struggled in this province from the 1800s through to the 1980s. These include leaders like Sol Plaatje, who was Secretary General of the African National Congress, George Monsiwa, Moses Kotane, Dr. Silas Mudiri Mulema, Josephine Palmer Mahama, Dr. Ruth Mompati, Stephen Sikhale, Victor Sefura, J.B. Marx, Job Tabane, also known as Cassius Make, Edna Molewa, Dr. Sam Musunyani Isop, and Aziz Pahad, Bani Mulukwani, and Unkgopotse Tiro. We remember them fondly for the incredible sacrifice that they paid to get us where we are today. As we mark the 70th anniversary of the Women's March, we honor and acknowledge the immense contribution of women to the national liberation struggle. In this province, we highlight the struggle of rural women from Lihurutsi and surrounding villages who mobilized and marched against the past laws in 1957. We also pay tribute to Kgosi Ramuchere Muilwa, a fearless opponent of apartheid. We also today we're honored to have 7 surviving members of the Luthuli detachment amongst us. Moruleng Stadium, Ntolopi Muntsusi, June Polo, Radilori, Muamakwe, Reed Ramasire, Spokes Mutupi, and Daniel Kena. Areba Chapeleng Matsoho, Kabani, Kiba Chapele Bailimba Luanela Chukuluhoyarun. We also honor today Kgosi Liboni Molutlehi of Bafokeng for his uncompromising struggle against the Bantustan system. Our 114th anniversary coincides with the 50th anniversary of the 1976 student uprisings. We take the opportunity to salute the young lions of our struggle for freedom and democracy. And in that regard, we continue to say, roar, young lions, roar. Roar, young lions, roar. We continue to thank and honor the young people of our country for the immense contribution they've made to advance our struggle. The generation of 1976 injected energy and renewed dynamism into our liberation movement, necessitating the intensification as well as expansion of political training. This generation became the backbone of mass democratic movement of the 1980s, of the trade union movement, of the civic and women's organizations, and the youth and student formations, which responded overwhelmingly to President Oliver Tambo's call to make the apartheid system unworkable and South Africa ungovernable. We thank the people of the Northwest for their continued overwhelming support for the ANC. The Northwest occupies an increasingly critical position in South Africa's national economy. With its rich mineral resources, it has become the major producer of the platinum group of metals. It is also strong in ecotourism, cultural industries, and agriculture. The role of traditional leadership in the effective governance and development of communities is critical in this province and across our country. We call on government to work constructively with our traditional leaders as part of a united effort to build vibrant rural communities and local economies. This year, we celebrate 30 years since the adoption of our Constitution. The Constitution that was adopted in 1996 is the birth certificate of our nation. It defines and shapes who we are as a nation and as a people, and what we aspire to become. We therefore call on South Africans this year to celebrate this achievement as a living document, recognized globally as amongst the best constitutions in the world. Re leboga lena batho ba South Africa ka gore le ile la kwala constitution e phalang di constitution tse ngata mo lefatsheng lotlhe. Constitution ya lona e phala tse ngata le tsa dinaga tse iponang o kare di kgolo ebile di betere mo go rona. 30 years ago, President Nelson Mandela signed the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa into law in Sharpeville on the 10th of December 1996. for all South Africans. And finally, to build a united, non-racial, non-sexist, democratic and prosperous society based on values. The ANC is committed to pursue the objectives of the National Democratic Revolution even under the most challenging conditions, including in the current government of national unity and various coalition governments we have at various levels of government. The Constitution has profoundly transformed our country in as far as the legal landscape as well as the political landscape into a constitutional democracy. Molaotheo ona wa rona minority in our country that make common cause with this global attack on human rights and these values and actively propagate falsehoods. Their aim is to undermine South Africa's constitutional democracy, to undermine our non-racialism, non-sexism, and the transformation project. They employ multifaceted tactics, including the propagation of blatant falsehoods, such as the claim that there is white genocide in South Africa. They do this to attract sympathy and solidarity from global racist movements and individuals. On the one hand, they form and fund political parties designed to fragment the motive forces of change. On the other hand, they sow the seeds of regime change, establish parallel state structures, and foment secessionist tendencies. Reversing the gains of democracy by any means has become increasingly open objectives of domestic anti-transformation forces and their global allies. Therefore, given these challenges, the current conjuncture demands that we build the broadest united front to defend democratic revolution, to advance our constitutional democracy, as well as status as a sovereign country in the family of nations. Ke ka moo re reng, la ba ka leka eng le eng, ba ka se re tlhole re le naga e ya South Africa. Batho ba South Africa re kopane, re ntho e le nngwe, re ka se dumele gore re ilo tlholwa ke bao ba batang go etsa dintho tse tswileng tseleng. Le gona, that is why we say we as a people refuse to be divided. We refuse even to be bullied by anyone, whether here or around the world. And our rallying call continues to be, we will not be bullied. We are South Africans. We are united in our will and our resolve. Bao ba batlang gore divider, they must think again. We are not willing to be divided. We must therefore defend, consolidate, and advance our Constitution and the institutions of our constitutional democracy, and ensure that these institutions will work for all. We must defend, consolidate, and advance the rights of the workers in our country, the informal sector of business, the small businesses, the farmers, and the middle strata. We must defend and consolidate and advance quality basic services and the expansion of housing, of education, of health care, of electricity, of water, of sanitation, and of social security net, of building roads, broadband services, and infrastructure to millions of South Africans. We say today as the NEC that it is our revolutionary duty to defend, consolidate, and advance women's rights, the war on gender-based violence and femicide, and the building of a non-sexist South Africa. Re batla gore boao ba ntse ba tswella pele le gender-based violence ba itse gore matsatsi a bona a fedile, ka bane re ka se tlhole re dumela bo mme le basetsana ba rona ba be subjected to gender gender-based violence. Re batla hore banna ba South Africa ba tlhompe bomme le basetsana ba South Africa. Re re ha re bona bomme ba ausi le basetsana le bonkgono re be re bona batho ba re tshwanetseng gore re ba tlhompe, re ba fe tlhompo, re be re khumame pele ga bona, re re ra le tlhompa, ra le leboga gore le bafumahadi ba mona South Africa. We are required to defend, to consolidate and advance the rights of young men and women to education. Re re thuto ke yona e botlhokwa gagolo mo bophelong ba rona kaofela. Ka Mantaga go tlo ntshiwa di-results tsa matric, ke mo re tla bonang gore a na mosebetsi o tiro e ya rona ya tsa thuto e ntse e tswella pele na. Ke a kgolwa gore mo Northwest re tla ne re bone tswelopele e pila ya thuto, ka hobane mo bekeng e ke kopane le batjha ba bantsi ba ileng ba mpontsha gore ka nnete thuto ba e rata. Re re mo batswading re etse sure gore bana ba rona ba ska tlogela sekolo. Sekolo ke bophelo. Go tshwanetse gore bana ba rona for dilemo tse 12 kaofela ba be ba le sekolong, ba ithute go etsetsa gore ba fumane di-skills, bokgoni bo tlhokagalang mo economing ya rona. We want to create jobs and economic opportunities, and opportunities to use young people to use their energy, their creativity and innovation to build their communities and their country. However, we must also recognize that our own weaknesses and failures in service delivery, in governance and slow pace of economic growth, as well as the high levels of unemployment, have demoralized and alienated many individuals in our country. Le go menagane go le jwalo, re tshwanetse gape go lemoga gore ha re palelwa borona mo ditirong tse tshwantseng gore di dietse, batho ba fellwa ke pelo, ba tsamaya ba tloga gaufi le rona. Re tshwanetse gore re etse matsapa ohle, really ANC, re bontshe sentle gore re sebeletsa setšhaba sa heso. We cannot blame our people if they question whether our democracy, our constitution or our economy, and indeed our movement and the alliance really work for them. It is these weaknesses and failures that the tasks outlined below seek to address. Re a dumela gore there are areas where there have been shortcomings, but we now, as the ANC, focus on the tasks that the National Executive Committee has outlined that we need to address and embark upon to correct those weaknesses in order for the African National Congress to serve the interests of our people and to reclaim its key role of being the leader of society. In order to defend and to consolidate and to advance our organization, our government, and our country, we have identified 6 tasks for progressive and patriotic forces to embark upon in 2026. Gore re kgone go sireletsa le go kopanya le go tsweletsa pele mokgatlo wa rona go na le ditiro tse tshwantseng gore re di etse. Firstly, we must focus on fixing local government and improving basic services. Re tshwanetse go lokisa bo masepala ba rena gore bo masepala ba rona ba sebetse transformation, inclusive growth and job creation. Sa boraro, we must wage war on crime and corruption and tackle gender-based violence and femicide as a nation of South Africa that belongs to all through the national dialogue process, as well as the 30th dialogue process, as well as the 30th anniversary of our Constitution. And fifthly, we must make organizational renewal visible and irreversible. And finally, we must build a better Africa and a better world. Ha re ka etsa re sebetse go re etse ditiro tse 6 ke gona mo re tla kgonang go bona gore ka nnete re tla ba re tsweletse pele. The first task for our movement in 2010 to fix local government and improve basic services. In last year's January 8th statement, we emphasized ending load shedding and ensuring a consistent supply of water by upgrading, maintaining, and expanding municipal infrastructure while tackling sabotage and corruption. Improvements in electricity provision by Eskom, alongside improved private investment in electricity investment. However, there is municipal load reduction that continues to disrupt daily life. Mo ne re tsamaya teng gona mo Northwest, re kopane le batho ba bantsi ba ne ba lla ba re motlakase o dula o wa, ba lla ba re motlakase a o tshumi nako tsohle. Ntho a e etswe ke load shedding, e etswa ke load reduction. Ka nako tse ding motlakase wa wa, o wiswa ke gore go na le bao ba etsang di-connection tse seng molaong. There's those illegal connections ke tsona tse wisang motlakase ka hobane a di kopane sentle di-wire tse tsa teng, dithapo tse tsa teng. Go gong go etswa ke gore yes, go na le batho ba bantsi ba dulang sebakeng se itseng and dithapo tseo a di soka di tiiswa ka tsela e tshwanetseng. So we call on electricity users, yes, to ensure that we desist from illegal connections, and we also want to call on government to ensure that when there is load reduction, there is immediate reconnection. Go na le bao ba segang dithapo tsa motlakase. Mo ne ke ile teng ko boikotlong, ba ne ba njwetsa gore go na le ba bang ba segang dithapo. So all those things must be properly investigated. We also call on municipalities to strengthen their billing services and collection systems and to honor debt repayment commitments to Eskom and act decisively against illegal connections and vandalism. Last year, we elevated water security as a priority task for 2025. Government currently has 13 major water renewal to improve the water provision Now, local government also has a central role in the economic development and job creation. We call on all our municipalities to ensure that the local economic development plans reflect comparative advantages of each area and build partnerships with the private sector. Ke mo re reng the district development model e re na leng yona ya gore bao ba na leng boikarabelo mo nthong tse dintsi mo masepaleng ba sebetse ba tshwarane matsogo go be le cooperation go be le collaboration so that we can advance the interests of our people. Municipalities must participate into revitalization of our industrial parks, our special economic zones, to attract investment that supports local manufacturing, reduce red tape, and to enable small, medium enterprises and informal businesses to be able to operate effectively. We call on municipalities to optimize public employment programs and to implement preferential procurement that supports local businesses, especially township and village, to foster inclusive growth and a transformed, inclusive and thriving economy that works for all South Africans is the central objective of the ANC's economic strategy. Our strategy for inclusive growth, forward-looking industrial policy, improved service delivery, land reform, transformative spatial planning, and Black economic empowerment and supportive microeconomic policies that are aimed to enable the women of our country to be empowered economically, to get into business, to run their businesses, that enables the young people of our country to acquire skills and to assist them when they want to form their own businesses. Growth must drive radical social and economic transformation through the redistribution of wealth and opportunity. After 15 years of low growth, we are beginning to see the signs that the economy is approaching a turning point. Projections indicate that through disciplined implementation of the ANC 10-point pro-economic action plan, we can meet our targets on inclusion of growth and employment. Our investment philosophy must enable private sector investment in national infrastructure, revitalization through diverse funding mechanisms, while maintaining strategic state ownership and effective regulatory control. A social compact that unites government, labor, civil society, and business around a coherent national investment strategy to accelerate growth and the development is an important priority. The ANC has remained steadfast in defense of constitutional imperative to redress past imbalances and promote the empowerment of Black South Africans, youth and women. We have agreed that industrial policy must be a leading instrument of economic development, positioning diverse industries to succeed in an increasingly digitized and decarbonized world economy. We are making significant headway in improving the efficiency of our railways and ports. Support for local informal businesses and micro-enterprises will be central to our program of transformation and inclusive growth. Since October 2020, new public employment programs have created earning opportunities for over 2 million participants, the majority of whom were young people and women. The National General Council that we held in December mandated the ANC to ensure that government reforms the skills system to better meet the needs of the economy and to ensure that young people are equipped for employment and entrepreneurship. And this includes strengthening basic education and also reviewing the SETA system. And it decided that we should have a dual system of getting young people to learn formally, academically, but at the same time to ensure that they get into learning positions in the job situation. The dual system has benefited many other countries that today are giants of manufacturing. South Africa needs to move in the same direction. Land reform remains one of the most urgent tasks of the National Democratic Revolution. While progress has been made, much more is required to give effect to the constitutional requirement for redress and equitable access to land by our people. Key tasks include strengthening support for land reform beneficiaries, accelerating the processing of outstanding reparation claims, and resolving disputes more efficiently. We must also address the urban land reform, as most South Africans live in cities now, where access to well-located land and housing remains deeply unequal. Disruptions to global trading systems threaten South African exports. Government will be accelerating export market diversification in order to ensure that we are able to take advantage of various other markets where we can export our goods, including to the rest of our continent. The third task for the ANC in 2026 is to wage war on crime and corruption, and tackle gender-based violence, gang violence, illegal mining, and drug trafficking. Crime, corruption, and GBV undermine the gains of freedom and shared prosperity. Our primary goal remains the reduction of violent and organized crime and the eradication of gender-based violence. This will be achieved through enhanced community mobilization, visible and effective policing, and improved use of intelligence and technology as well. However, it requires a whole of government and whole of society approach to address the social, economic, spatial, and crime and violence as well. During the past year, the police continued to work with other law enforcement agencies to dismantle organized crime syndicates, to combat financial crime, and record successes in arrests, firearm recoveries, and vehicle seizures. In 2025, government took a major step by classifying gender-based violence as a national disaster. Work has since begun with all stakeholders to determine how this classification can be implemented effectively. The ANC's Women's League, working with civil society, has continued to lead efforts to build a united front against gender-based violence and femicide. A re leboge ANC Women's League, re ba shapele matsogo ka hobane ba etsa tiro e pila go lwantshana le gender-based violence. Our government continues to strengthen immigration management through the Border Management Authority, the review of immigration policies and regulations and legislation that prioritize employment for South Africans. We have said very clearly that we want people who are documented, who are permitted, yes, to be allowed to work. Those who do not have permits to work, who are not documented, the employers thereof will be committing a criminal offense, and we will be going after those types of employers. Community policing forums remain critical in the fight against crime and gender-based violence. Over the past year, our CPFs have been strengthened and they have let us take them to the national dialogue process, which will be taking place at ward level, where South Africans will be able to sit down and discuss the challenges we face, the opportunities, as well as the solutions that we should have for the challenges we have. Therefore, the ANC calls on its members, on alliance partners, the mass democratic formations, and all South Africans to participate in this very noble process. And we should get involved in this through principled engagement that will define a renewed national vision and construct a new social compact anchored in shared responsibility. Celebrating 30 years of our Constitution provides us with an opportunity to defend, to consolidate and advance the values and the vision of our Constitution. Accordingly, in 2026, we will implement a year-long celebration program of the Constitution, and we will focus on raising the level of awareness amongst our people about their beautiful Constitution, the national values that are expounded therein, and hope to engender a patriotism amongst all of us so that we can demonstrate that indeed we are patriots of this land. This program will include encouraging citizens to identify areas where the Constitution should be strengthened. The fifth task for the ANC in 2026 is to make organizational renewal visible and irreversible. The renewal of the ANC and the Alliance is the most pressing organizational task of this generation. We need to act with urgency, determination, and courage in making renewal more visible and irreversible. We fully understand that we either renew the African National Congress and the Alliance or we perish. Renewal must be both personal and organizational. As individual members of the ANC, we must show in our daily conduct and interaction with society that we represent the best values of our movement. We must again be known for upholding the highest standards of excellence, the highest standard of work ethic, the highest standards of humility and competence. We will run the ANC strictly, no tolerance of corruption, ill-disciplinalism. Re tla tsamaisa ANC sa laolega le mokoko. Will govern effectively and ethically and competently. We are making tremendous progress in reviving political education in the African National Congress. Through the various programs that we have embarked upon, we have intensified the training even of ordinary members. Advanced level courses are being rolled out to build leadership and governance capacity across the organization. The NEC introduced a new accountability framework that is now being applied to hold all ANC elected leaders and public representatives to a high standard of accountability. The 5th National General Council, held in December, stressed that we must enforce consequence management on non-performance, on misconduct, while visibly promoting meritocracy, integrity, and competence. Se se bolela gore se supa gore ANC bjanong e re ha o filwe tiro e o tshwanetseng gore o e dire mo mokgatlong le mo mmusong, ha o sa e dire o tla ntshiya mo setulong se o beilweng mo go sona. Ha o sa ire tiro e o tshwanetseng gore o e dire, o tla swaelwa ka thoko. The strengthening of the Integrity Commission's terms of reference and the step-aside rule has ensured that ANC members comply with the need to protect the image of the movement and to act accordingly. The introduction of compulsory ethics course will improve the ethical environment in our movement. In 2026, we will undertake a nationwide campaign to rebuild every branch of the ANC into an activist branch. We call on all ANC members to be involved in grassroots campaigns, to solve community problems, to promote community development and safety. Organizational renewal also includes the renewal and the reconfiguration of the alliance so that we collectively and comprehensively defend, consolidate, and advance transformative agenda domestically and globally. The ANC will not abandon its responsibility to unite the alliance and to develop a common approach to the renewal and the reconfiguration program. We want to make it clear all ANC members will be required, as per the Constitution, to campaign for ANC victory in the forthcoming local government elections. There must be no confusion. Mo dikgetho tse tlang re batla gore ditho tsa ANC kaofela tsona di sebeletse mokgatlo go etsetsa gore re kgone go tlhola dikgetho tse tsa masepala tse tlang. Winning the local government decisively will enable the ANC to lead communities in the forward march towards a truly non-racial, non-sexist, democratic, and united and prosperous society. The sixth task for our movement this year is to build a better Africa and a better world. Across the world, the values of equity, democracy, human solidarity, inclusion, gender equality, and social justice, as I said before, are under attack. This trend poses an existential threat to peaceful coexistence amongst nations. The ANC must continually assess how its international policy promotes South Africa's national interests, protects our sovereignty and constitutional order, and advances the well-being, the safety and prosperity of our people, both at home and on the African continent. Current global developments make the task of silencing the guns on our continent more urgent, as well as deepening the integration of our continent at an economic level through the Africa Continental Free Trade Area and forging common African positions on global issues, including on peace matters, climate change, trade rules, and sustainable development. Our Pan-African struggles against slavery, colonialism, and apartheid have given us a profound appreciation of self-determination, of solidarity and sovereignty. It is for this reason that we continue to call for the immediate end of the assault on Gaza and the meaningful negotiations towards the establishment of a sovereign Palestinian state living in peace alongside Israel. Anything short of Palestinian self-determination and the recognition of fundamental human rights will never bring lasting peace to the region. It is also for this reason that we stand in solidarity with the peoples of Western Sahara, of Cuba, of Venezuela, in their respective struggles to secure self-determination and sovereign integrity. In this perilous global environment, South Africa must continue to advance the African agenda. It must continue to promote our national interests. We must continue to uphold multilateralism and non-alignment and strengthen South-South and North-South cooperation. Failure to do so would be to betray the Freedom Charter's injunction that there shall be peace and friendship, and it will also betray our Constitution's injunction that South Africa must take its rightful place as a sovereign state in the family of nations. We must therefore continue to work towards a more inclusive, just, stable, and peaceful international order. When our forebears gathered at Vaihoek Wesleyan Church in Mangaung on the 8th of January in 1912 to form the African National Congress, the odds they faced were overwhelming. They faced enormous challenges. And colonial and oppressive forces were arrayed against them. However, that group of our forebears who were courageous, brave, were determined to unite and to pursue a struggle for freedom and democracy and dignity. Today, we bow our heads to them. Today, we thank them. We thank them as visionaries to give birth to this organization that continues to exist in years as well. They have continued to say the African National Congress is going to die. They have continued to say we are now facing the last years of the African National Congress. They have said this over the entire 114 years. We are still around. We are going to be around for another 114 years as the African National Congress. Barata kapa barati. Now, 114 years later, South Africa faces strong domestic headwinds. To solve the current economic, social, and political challenges facing our people and country. This requires commitment and discipline in implementing the course of action, as well as the 6 tasks we have defined for ourselves and the nation. We cannot accept dysfunctional, apathetic, and uncapable government in this day and age that does not provide services to our people. We cannot accept an works for refugees. We cannot accept that in the face of all these challenges, we will bow our heads and accept defeat. Our forebears, on the 8th of January in 1912, demonstrated unbelievable bravery. They showed the entire nation of the people who lived in our country that they are determined to transform our country. 114 years later, we who have inherited the work that has been done by those who came before us over the 114 years, today we say, 6, a year of decisive action to fix local government and to transform our economy. This is what the National Executive Committee has declared 2026 as African need for the nation to be. With this message, with these tasks that have been put forward, we now call the members of the ANC, the leaders of the ANC, and indeed South Africans to join hands to ensure that we implement these tasks. These tasks do not only belong to the African National Congress, except for those that talk to our branch infrastructure. They belong to all of us as South Africans. And we say, for the ANC to retain and to regain its position as the leader of society, we members and leaders of the African National Congress, let us go out from this day to go and implement these tasks through urgency, through commitment, through determination, so that we can turn our movement around and we can turn South Africa around. Kamansu yao, Rere, happy birthday, ANC, happy birthday. Rere, ANC, uhule. Rere, ANC, tswela pele le tiro ya gago. Rere, ANC, o ka se tlholwe ke selo. Rere, ni abasaba na. Ni abasaba na. Le abatshaba na. Re a re tsweng kaofela ga rona ge re keteke 114 years ya ANC. Ke tlhola ke re a gona le mokgatlo o ko tsebang o na le 114 years. Bao ba sampane ba le nyane ba ntse ba gola ke a tseba ba ka se fihle mo 114 years. Ke ANC hela e fihlileng more 114 years. So we have every right to celebrate. Re bao ba na leng mona le ska ba le mona mo go rona. Rona re ma ANC re na le 114 re ba golo ga golo go mekgatlo yotlhe e mo South Africa. Ba re tlhompe, ba re shebe sentle ke rona dipo Africa. Amandla! Amandla! Gola ANC gola! Ke a leboga.
Amanda. Okay, let's do this. Let me thank all of you for tolerating me as your program director. On behalf of the NEC, we thank all of you. I'm doing this because I don't want to come back again. I'm handing over to the SGO to do two things. One is the issue of presenting the awards. Two, it is cupcaking. Cake cutting. Cake cutting. The new SG can go, I'm handing over to him. Thank you very much.
Re tsamaya le wena e molomolo Ramaphosa re o rata kaofela re tsamaya le wena e molomolo Ramaphosa re o rata kaofela Amandla Phatha Ramaphosa phatha Khokela Ramaphosa khokela Happy birthday ANC happy birthday Ayaya Moruleng Ayaya Moruleng ayaya Thola kanjani ungaya esikolweni uzoyithola kanjani ungaya esikolweni. Thank you very much, comrades. Thank you very much, President and the Deputy President and the officials. Comrades, in and outside this stadium, it has been reported that 20,000 people turned up for this rally. We apologize to starting late. It was difficult to reach the stadium because of traffic jam and the fact that other comrades were hiding from the sun and they were behind the stadium. And we had to wait for everybody to try and make their way. Our choice to come to the rural Northwest was correct. We can't take our events all the time, Comrade President, to towns. Last year we were in Cape Town, in Kaicha. This year we came to Moruleng, mo lefatsheng la Bakhatla, mo Kgosi Pilane, Nyalala. Ayeye Moruleng, ayeye. Le re tshwere sentle Bakhatla, re a leboga. Now, comrades, with the powers vested in me, I'm going to lead the announcement of the awards for our structures. I'm going to invite the President and the officials to stand here in the sun. As we award the awards, I'm inviting you to stand. Our national chant, and then you will line up here. The people who are going to call to give the awards, they will come forward. Comrade Award, an opportunity to take a picture here, congratulated by the President and the officials. Officials forward. Ningame mthunzini mqwathi kulungile. Long live Pen Fitla, long live. Thank you very much. Comrades, I'm inviting, I'm sure all the people who are going to give the awards are ready. They are here. Okay, thank you. The ANC has since 2002 awarded various categories of awards as part of excellence, learning and renewal. On behalf of the committee led by our President to announce 5 awards. We will start firstly with the Anton Limbede Award for the ANC Youth League branch in 2025. The Anton Limbede Award recognizes outstanding organizational and political work by branches of the Youth League. It celebrates ANC Youth League branches that demonstrate consistent youth mobilization, advocacy on youth issues, organizational functionality, political education, and active participation in the community and electoral work. We have 3 finalist comrades of the ANC Youth League branches. In the 3rd place, it is the ANC Youth League Ward 25, Pulukwani, Limpopo. Will the branch chairperson and secretary of Ward 25 please come to receive their certificates of recognition? Thank you. Receive your certificate of recognition and take a picture with the officials. Viva Ward 25 Pulukwani Youth League branch, viva! Joined by the Youth League President. Where is the SG? Where is the lioness? Come. This is the lioness of the north. Congratulations, comrades. Thank you very much. Thank you, Comrade President. Thank you. In the second place, comrades, is the ANC Youth League Ward 6 Free State. Will the branch chairperson and secretary please come to receive their certificate of recognition from Mangaung in the Free State? Congratulations, comrades. Thank you. Let's clap hands for them, comrades. Thank you very much. At Vrystaat. Thank you very much. And then the winner of the Anton Limbede Best Performing Youth League branch is ANC Youth League branch from Ward 38, Madibeng, Bujanala, Northwest. Ayeye Madibeng, ayeye! Uzoyithola kanjani? Ungaye esikolweni. Amanda! Congratulations, Madibeng, congratulations! Thank you very much, comrades, well done. Now we come to the second award, which is the Charlotte Maxeke Award for the Best Performing ANC Women's League branch in 2025. The Charlotte Maxeke Award for Best Performing ANC Women's League branch recognizes the ANC Women's League branches that demonstrate consistent political work, organizational functionality, advocacy on women's issues. These Women's League branches are in active engagement with communities, in line with the ANC Women's League constitutional mandate to champion women's issues in society and to mobilize women behind the ANC mission. In 2025, comrades, the ANC Women's League mobilization, advocacy and public education on GBVF remained a key focus area. The three finalists for the Charlotte Maxeke Best Performing ANC Women's League branch in 2025, in the third place is Trevor Vilakazi Women's League branch, Ward 93, Dala Omar region, Western Cape. We will now invite the branch chairperson and secretary please to come receive their certificate of recognition. Malibongwe! Igama lamakhosikazi wathinta abafazi wathinta imbokodo uzakufa. Finish and clear. We have here the chairperson of the branch all the way from the Western Cape, Cape Town, in the third place. Congratulations. Enkosi mama. Arimubetele matsoma, comrade. Thank you very much. In the second place is the Vuyani Mabata Women's League branch, Ward 27, Johannesburg, from Gauteng. Will the branch chairperson and secretary please come to receive their certificate of recognition? Malibongwe! Ayeye Ward 7 ayeye. Enkosi mama. Enkosi. That is the second place, comrades. Malibongwe. Thank you very much, comrades Arbabe Telemato. And now we come to the winner. And we are proud to announce 2025 Charlotte Makleke Award winner is MKC Tumo Women's League Branch, Ward 4 Mangaung from the province of the Free State. May the chairperson and secretary from this winning branch come to receive the award. Malibongwe! Ikamala Makosikazi! Ayeye what for Mangaung ayeye. Malibo. Ikamala Makoskas. We have here the Secretary General of the Women's League, Noktula, and the President. Thank you very much, comrades. Siabule, Ngos. Now, comrades, we come to the third award, which is ZK Matthews Award for Best Performing ANC Caucus in Local Government in 2025. The ZK Matthews recognizes performance in governance, institutional stability, service delivery and financial management at this important sphere of government. As we recall, the marching orders of our 2025 Councillor roll call. We have two finalists in 2025 for the ZK Matthews Award. In the second place, all the way from the Eastern Cape, is the ANC caucus of the Oliver Regional Tambo District Municipality, a pioneer council for the district development model. May the Chief Whip and the Mayor and Speaker please come to receive their certificate. Yeah, Eastern Cape, yeah. Well done, comrades. Ow. Upuma Buyan. No John. Sondelan Batlagazi. Lula Manguga Itobi. Izani nizokwamkela certificate. Yes, is up for a certificate. Upululama. Jola Iza. Hi, dear, hi. Dear the delicious. And the one going to delicious apa kodwa ke. It delicious ilondo. Ayeye Eastern Cape, ayeye. Ayasebenza lama comrade. Kumasipala. Siyabulela maqabane enkosi. Congratulations. Enkosi. Comrades, and the winner of 2025 of the ZK Matthews, order please. Tulani Makaban. Okay. Comrades, now very important. The winner of the ZK Matthews Award is the Nkangala District Municipality, all the way from Mpumalanga. May the Chief Whip and the Mayor and Speaker please come to receive their ZK Matthews trophy. Well done. Well done, well done. Yeah, boy. Yes. Yeah. Well done. Well done. Well done. Ayeye Mpumalanga, ayeye. We're joined by the chairperson of Mpumalanga, Comrade Mandla, the Premier of the province. Upuchirwa. Oh, okay. No problem. Well done, comrades. Musebenzi omuhle fela. Yes. Musebenzi omuhle kakhulu. Amandla Mpumalanga, amandla. Yes, comrades, now we're coming to the last one, but not least, is the 2025 Solplaki Award for the best performing ANC branch. The Solplaki Award recognizes activist ANC branches that demonstrate campaigns and community work, strong organizational functionality, consistent with the role of the branch as the basic unit of the movement. This year was a very tough task, comrades, to select just 3 finalists from amongst over 1,000 ANC branches who completed the branch functionality audit in 2025. Can you clap hands for all these 1,000 branches, comrades? It was very tough to select the three. The 3 finalists for the Solplaki Best Performing ANC branch, in the 3rd place is the OR Tambo branch, Ward 133, Johannesburg, from the province of Gauteng. Will the branch chairperson and secretary please come to receive their certificate of recognition? Viva Gauteng, viva! Viva Gauteng, viva! Amandla! Thank you. Yes. They are joined by the chairperson of Gauteng, convener Comrade Panyaza Lisufi, and the secretary and the chairman of the Johannesburg region, brand new region, Loiso Masuku and Sasabona Manganye. Well done, comrades. These are the defending champions. Yeah. That's where we launched the ANC membership card in that branch. Marumo is one of our best performing councillors, President, in Johannesburg. This young man is the best ANC councillor. This, if we're giving individual award, we will young man. Well done, comrades. Thank you very much. Comrades, Second place is Pixley Kaisaka Seme branch, Ward 60, Johannesburg, also from Gauteng. Will the chairperson and secretary please come to receive the award? Ayeye Gauteng, ayeye! Come forward, comrades. Johannesburg. Enkosi, well done. Well done. Panya panya. Well done, well done. Well done, Loiso. Well done. ANC yasetyenzelwa alala ANC yasetyenzelwa alala ANC alala. Thank you very much, comrades. Well done. Well done, Johannesburg. Now, comrades, I'm announcing the winner for the Sol Plaatje 2025 winner, competing with and beating over 1,000 branches from all over the country, is the Kwaito Leope branch, Ward 4, Elias Mutsoaledi Municipality, Sikukuni from Limpopo. Maina, the chairperson of Skukuni. Well done, comrades. Well done, well done, well done. Well done, well done. Ayeye Limpopo, ayeye. Ayeye Skukuni, ayeye. Yeah. Where is Madaji? And Stan Matabat. Brastan. Where is Brastan? Utama Yuang aso report monna. Ayeye Limpopo, ayeye. We are joined by the Secretary of the Province and the regional chairperson, Comrade Maina, all the way from Skukun. Well done, comrades. Well done. Thank you very much, Comrade President. We will now, thank you, comrades. We are done with the awards, and congratulations to all of us. And let's continue to do important work on the ground. Amandla, comrades, we are now going to cut the cake and open for festivities. Can the cake people bring it forward? Bendikom nyumcimbi ngaphe emadibeni ikuku akangifike. Vuvu, where's the cake? Wait. All right. Sharp. Yeah? Lord, I say agamo. Okay, comrades, we are going to cut the cake. Skananda, come forward. Which artists that are important that are going to perform it?
No, they're just performing and then the cake is coming.
Yeah, but which artist lineup that is coming?
The other artist that is coming is Jumbo. And then we have
You want to use this? Ready? Ready? Wewe twawetambo wewe twawisocha wewe twawetambo wewe twawisocha izokhalie keye mathu izokhala sibheke ekhaya izokhalie keye mathu izokhala sibheke ekhaya wewe twawethambo wewe twawisocha wewe twawethambo wewe twakhomanda lomkhosi wewe twawethambo wewe twawisocha izokhalia ekhaya emazwe izokhala sibheke ekhaya izokhalia ekhaya emazwe izokhala sibheke ekhaya wewe twawethambo wewe twawisocha wewe twawethambo wewe twakhomanda lomkhosi izokhalia ekhaya emazwe izokhala sibheke ekhaya ekhaya emazwe izokhala sibheke ekhaya wewe twawethambo wewe twawisocha wewe twawethambo wewe twawisocha izokhalia ekhaya emazwe izokhala sibheke ekhaya izokhalia ekhaya emazwe izokhala sibheke ekhaya ngoba abanye bethu amakhomanda ayahlupheka ngoba abanye bethu amadelila ayahlupheka izokhalia ekhaya emazwe izokhala sibheke ekhaya izokhalia ekhaya emazwe izokhala sibheke ekhaya wewe twawethambo wewe twawisocha wewe twawethambo wewe twawisocha izokhalia ekhaya emazwe izokhala sibheke ekhaya Jele mamo Jele mamo Afraid bosses Amarus Arbeka Chembalabat Lakeo Chembalabat Asan so sweat Bayakuj Rabat weekend Magnetes Zipram Kul Emaswin Yapiene Emaswin Where were you? Binangnis Binangnis Rablam Kul Another Pomplas Richie Benjamin Boy Command Cisaner Command Kendall Martin command, Jasmine Josim, command, Lirato Lirut, Amabiovi, Anach, Amabiovi, Anach. From the unit, then we fight. From the unit, and you fight. Sabalazo, 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 Well done. Thank you. Thank you. Spogosh. Sondelani comrades, none, background. NEC members, you can come close. Just have a feeling of the cake. Please. Amanda, Sianda, can you play a hot song, man? You know, Faki Vavavum. Yeah. Exactly. Amanda! ANC, 114 years of the ANC. President NEC will now cut the cake. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Confetti. Ayo. Shayabab. Confetti. Viva! 114 years of the African National Congress. Yes. 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 Hey, hey. shot. Yes.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Siban.
Amandla.
Awethu.
Ayeye ANC ayeye. Happy birthday ANC, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Comrades, thank you very much for making it to this January the 8th. I know that food was delayed in the morning, but hopefully all of you had your packages of food. Enjoy the rest of the day and have fun. Let's continue to serve our people. And we will allow the President, Deputy President, and the Chief, Khosi Nyalala, at their leisure, they can take leave. Amandla! And when you go home, drive safely, comrades. Nihlale niphephile. The year is officially opened by the African National Congress. This cake will be
Welcome back. You're watching News at Prime with me, Masa Kekana. Now to one of our big stories from today. Political analysts say the National Freedom Party's decision to withdraw from the KwaZulu-Natal Government of Provincial Unity could trigger a political deadlock in the province. The move, announced by the party's National Executive Committee, raises questions about the future stability of the GPU. For more, we are joined by MK Party's second Deputy President, Tony Yengeni. Mr. Yengeni, thank you so much for coming into studio and joining us. Very good evening to you.
Good evening.
Firstly, you obviously knew that the NFP was going to pull out of the GPU. There were already talks about that motion of no confidence, and you knew that the NFP would back the MK Party. When you heard today's media briefing, though, what were your thoughts?
Well,